This world that you live in, brother, is completely cursed. It's full of problems, and there's no doubt about it. One day, you could be the happiest man on earth. You could feel like an absolute king who's at the top of the world. The very next day, you could hit rock bottom and feel like the most miserable person on the planet. And such is life. It goes on and on. Nothing remains the same forever. But here's the worst part. Many men are actively involved in bringing these problems on themselves. They are their own biggest enemy, much like a mad dog that can't stop chewing on itself. These men find themselves drowning in debt, clinically depressed, or obese, and try to pin that blame on their boss, girlfriend, family, dog, or whatnot. Well, let me be brutally honest with you, brother. The only one who you should pin the blame on is yourself. Yes, things happen to us, men, but the moment you forget you can control your thoughts and actions is the moment you lose. With that said, here are the 5 most effective masculine habits that will fix 90% of your problems. Habit number 1. Getting up early. In this modern society, there is nothing more pleasant than waking up early in the morning. Many of you are probably familiar with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and his tremendous work ethic. In one of his interviews, he discusses how he gets up 4 hours before work to have a head start on the rest of the world. Assume he needs to be on the set of his movie by 7 a.m., which means he must be awake by 3 a.m. to begin his day. This allows him to plan, go to the gym, conduct his morning ritual, and make decisions while the rest of the world is still sleeping. And these modest secret victories, my brother, when added together, will give you a boost in self-esteem and confidence that no therapy or self-talk in the mirror can provide. Most men beat their meat the night before and are still sleeping when the light comes up. The sun, it is said, should not watch you rise, but you should watch the sunrise. By doing so, you automatically place yourself on offense rather than defense. You are now in command of the day. I've heard so many men moan, "Oh, I have to work, which is why I can't go to the gym," or, "Oh, I will work late, and I'm too tired to work on that side hustle." Then continue to be content with a lousy life. But you are a warrior, my brother. Go out and attack the day instead of being on the defensive. Habit number 2. Every day, I exercise. You may have seen before and after photographs of people on the beach in the 1900s against folks on the beaches nowadays. I want you to notice the physical differences between people back then. They had toned bodies regardless of their age. You could even see distinct jawlines on the men back then. But now we have children as young as 10 who are obese because their parents refuse to say no to pizza. But you must be different, my brother. You must raise your children differently. Obesity rates are at an all-time high these days. People used to struggle to survive not because their tummies were too large, but because there wasn't enough food on their plate. That was because, unlike us, men in the past would work all hours of the day and night just to survive. Every calorie in their bodies was consumed to the max, to the point that famine was widespread. The modern guy consumes pound after pound of food without giving a single thought to the repercussions. Can you predict what will happen next? That same man grows obese, has health issues, and lacks self-confidence. Look at what others are placing in their baskets and how they are dressed the next time you go to the grocery. If you are obese now, don't celebrate it the way society expects you to. Instead, convince yourself that it's time to change, and that change, my brother, is something to be celebrated. Habit number 3. Learning. Do you understand what sedation is? It is when a person in pain is given a medicine to help him relax. That's exactly what 99% of your surroundings are doing to you. You name it. Netflix, video games, porn, junk food, TikTok, OnlyFans. Everything has been created to assist you in escaping your dismal world. Full-grown males who are so fed up with their spouse, job, and life that the only time they feel happy is when they get drunk or watch a sporting event. Now tell me, brother, is it not sedation by definition? It reminds me of the olden days when the emperor would divert people's attention with vast arenas and gladiator games, so they wouldn't rebel against the emperor due to their horrible reality. It's time to get out of this game, brother. How? Simple. Learn to think for yourself, contrary to what you have been told. Sometimes comfort isn't the greatest option. In reality, if you continue to prioritize comfort above productivity, your life will become increasingly dark and miserable. When you find yourself scrolling on Instagram for hours on end, ask yourself, what am I accomplishing? Because if you're not getting anywhere, why bother? Fathom Alexander the Brilliant was alive today. Could you fathom such a brilliant guy scrolling his life away, watching fatherless females shake themselves on TikTok? Without a doubt, no. So begin to act like the finest version of yourself. It's time to level up your character in real life, just as in a video game. Learning valuable stuff will provide you with the XP you need to level up. And the fact that you're watching this video already indicates that you're serious about progressing. Maintain your commitment to this path, brother, and don't forget to put your knowledge into action. Habit number 4. Natural foods are consumed. What would your reaction be if I told you to swallow 1 drop of poison every day for the rest of your life? Would you drink that if I made you? Probably not. Yet you willingly choose to eat fast food and processed meals every day, which is tantamount to consuming poison on a daily basis. And I mean this literally. In fact, an experiment was conducted to identify the various hazardous compounds found in fast foods. The 2 most typically detected compounds were detoethylhexyl phthaleate and DEHP. Do you know what I'm talking about, brother? It's a chemical that's frequently used to soften PVC. That's right. It's a chemical so potent that it literally melts plastic, and it was discovered in 81% of foods. You are literally destroying your liver, kidneys, lungs, and reproductive system if you continue to consume this garbage. What's the use of all that self-improvement if you don't remove the poison? A man who can command his tongue, sexual desire, and hunger is said to always win. So instead of trying to fulfill your appetite with artificial meals, attempt to control it. If necessary, fast for 48 hours to teach your body the discipline of controlling hunger and appetite. Habit number 5. Strive for a goal. The average man today has been taught that he should go to university, acquire a job, and then do the same thing for the next 45 years, because there is no point to anything. Self-development is out of the question for them. Work only enough to pay your rent, then eat anything your money can buy till you die. That is the destiny that awaits you if you do not take the necessary efforts to discover your purpose. A man without a purpose is nothing more than a shell of what he is supposed to be. A man with genuine objectives and missions will accomplish far more and reap far greater rewards than the rest. He can climb mountains, go without sleep, and even go without food if his duty requires it. This is because purpose has the ability to fill us with enjoyment, energy, and determination to do anything we set out to do. Any great man will tell you the same thing. Have a cause, work on it day and night, and don't let anyone distract you. Not your dog, not your boss, not your girlfriend, and particularly not yourself. If you have made it this far, comment down below with the word mind to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.